Hi, welcome to Quantum Explorations. I'm Sue Beckley, and today we're going to talk about self-actualization. What is being self-actualized? Well, Maslow would say that it is reaching and experiencing your highest potential. I like that definition. There are others, but let's roll with that. And I would add to it a spiritualist point of view and say it is realizing our highest potential while in human form. All right, because we are our higher selves in other dimensions already. Uh, and we're already doing all these great things that we imagine ourselves wanting to do. And so, how do we bring that here into our moment point of reality, our focal point now? And I'll just share that I was the last 3 nights, maybe, I've been having these massive experiences in body when I'm sleeping. So I'm kind of partially conscious and also experiencing like a bilocative sort of consciousness in another dimension. So the body aches. I mean, I was having, and I was on fire and all this other stuff. And I said to my guides, and I think my higher self, I was talking to one of the versions of my higher self, and I said, "What is going on here?" And they, whoever they, I don't know, I don't use a lot of names, but they were telling me that I made a decision to transform my body, and that the discomfort is the energy surging through my body, the old energies releasing, and the new potential, the new energy of my higher being coming more and flowing more into my body. It's a transition. As I relaxed into the transition, the transforming and my actualizing of my body with more light, with more capacity for consciousness, I noticed that there was no discomfort anymore, which is cool. And I just keep imagining the highest, healthiest version of myself. Every day I say to myself, I am perfect health. Okay, there's that. So that's a good thing. So let's talk about how we can do this consciously with whatever it is we're trying to actualize about ourselves, whatever it is, job, relationship, your body, the way you want it to be, anything that you want to realize in your own moment point of consciousness and physical reality as a human. How do we do it? Okay, I have some suggestions. First of all, we don't pay attention to anything that is other than what we are actualizing. That's really important because we are evidentiary beings. We like to find evidence of what we're trying to create. And we're also prone to finding evidence that we're not creating it or that we're creating something we don't like. And the focus and intention on the things that we don't like or don't wish to be anymore. Now, we're just talking about states of being. How is our soul choosing to be while incarnated in this body? And what is it we're creating? These are states of being. They are not something that's so far away from you that you can't reach it. It's a changing of your consciousness and what you hold in your mental states and how you think about things that causes a shift. So, for example, if while I was laying in bed, and aware that I was going through discomfort in my body, if I decided to start thinking that, well, there's something really wrong with me and I'm going to rush off to the doctor or to the hospital or whomever and look for evidence that there is something wrong with me, my physiology, I might likely create that. So that's a thought. And I have done that in my life. I have done that. Oh, go search for. There is potential in every single one of us to have illness or dis-ease within our physical being. There's potential. If you talk to doctors and scientists, they'll say, well, we all have, for example, this cellular potential to develop cancer. All right. Am I going to do that? Is that what I want to develop? No, ma'am, and sir, and everybody in between. No, that's not what I wish to focus on and create. So if I then come out of my dream state, my sleeping states, and I start thinking and really focusing a lot of my energy and attention into, well, what's wrong with my body? Instead of just going, I'm going through something right now. I'm transitioning to a higher state of being. Then I'm likely, somebody out there somewhere is going to find something that's wrong with me. And then I'm going to be convinced and find evidence that there is something wrong with me. And I'm going to put more energy into that. And that's what's going to manifest. I'm going to actualize illness when what I really want to do is actualize perfect health. And also actualize my ability to contain more light energy into my body. We are all beautiful light beings having this human experience, okay? So, obviously we're not going to bring all of the energies of our oversoul, our highest self, into a physical body, because we would just dissipate into, that's so high vibrational. A body cannot contain that kind of energy, not in my understanding anyway. So we're not trying to do that. But what we're doing as human beings is we're imagining the highest version and potential of ourselves that we can experience in a human body. And that's what we're going for, I believe. And the next thing I would say is, instead of looking for evidence of the contrary of whatever it is you want to realize within yourself, look at that word, real eyes. You're seeing with your real eyes. You're making something real in your, something you want to realize. I love that word. I love breaking down words like that too, like dis-ease. Anyway, I got off on a tangent, but whatever you want to realize, look for evidence of that instead of whatever is not that. What are you being right now? And if your thoughts are generally patterned toward the negative or toward things of, well, maybe I can't, or maybe I don't have the skills, or maybe I don't have enough knowledge, all of that is social programming. Those are computer-like messages that your brain has picked up over your lifetime. Set them aside. Set them aside and grab a new thought that says, oh, well, yes, I can. I can, and I am. I am doing it right now. This is what I am being. And even if it is the very first step of whatever you're trying to realize in your life, every journey starts with the first step. That's great. You took the step. Awesome. Okay. So is there anything? Oh, yeah, I want to give you another example. My son, is studying welding. He's in the welding program here in Florida. And just love watching. I just get so excited every time he walks through the door at night when he gets done. He's going to night school. And because I know he's going to tell us something that he's excited about. Yeah, a couple times there's, some things that he's experienced a little bit of resistance with, a little frustration with. I mean, come on, we're learning this whole thing, this whole big thing, right? Or he is. So obviously there are going to be things where, it doesn't go exactly as planned, but that's the learning process. Okay. So I love when he comes in. The other day he brought a whole plate of an example of welding that he was doing, and he described it, and he said, okay, you can see this is where I started, and that's where and I started again, and my instructors told me this about it. He was very, very proud and excited for this work that he brought home to show mom and dad from school. I was absolutely joy filled, and I could see that he was joy filled and proud of himself. And to be honest with you, when he started the program, he was a little nervous about it. And he maybe needed some reminders from us of what an amazing student he always was in school, that he, whatever he put his mind to, he could take on. And so it's okay if we need reminders. Find somebody who's going to mirror to you your strengths. But watching him actualize this dream that he has of being an expert welder, step by step, is what an amazing journey as a parent. I am so thrilled that he shares this with us. So seek out evidence of what your progress is, where it's getting you. Seek that evidence. That's how we self-actualize. We keep imagining, seeing ourselves doing it, and getting excited about it. And then we look for the evidence that we are there, or we're getting there. And we don't need to put a time limit on it, okay? Because that's pressure, that's resistance. And that's how we self-actualize, whatever it is we're trying to be at any moment point in time. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Have a beautiful creation process, and I'll see you next time.